Kia ora, I'm Jonathan Mosen. It's a pleasure to have you here for Disabled Leadership Now. In a very short time, we have built a grassroots movement, and I am stoked by how many people we have with us today. We've had well over 210 now disabled people who have registered and many allies who've expressed support. So a special welcome to those allies who are watching us on Facebook Live. Our cause has its roots in the kaupapa of the disability movement and now in international law. It's strong and just. People are feeling upset and we understand that. But today we're going to focus with dignity and clarity on principles and not people. We're here to shatter the disability glass ceiling respectfully but emphatically. Our journey has been long and it's ongoing, and our struggles are more difficult than they should or could be. We know what it's like to suffer the economic consequences and the indignity of attitudinal access and social policy barriers that see too many of us unable to fulfill our potential. We live the disappointment and the frustration of being too often doubted, too often underestimated. We are the ones who have been advisors, sometimes paid but usually not, about the programs and services in our own sector rather than running those programs. I've been advocating on disability issues since I was 16, and that was 37 years ago now. Together, we have made change, and we can feel proud of that change. There is a lot that's better than it used to be, but too many problems remain. Right now, we're facing a once-in-a-generation opportunity to do a long overdue 180 in this sector. As other minorities and disadvantaged groups in society have done, we must insist that we lead our ministry from the establishment phase onwards, seeking the advice of non-disabled people when that's helpful, educating firsthand, not just the public service, but the public, so we become a more disability confident nation. Disabled Leadership Now was formed because, having finally won a ministry for disabled people, we were appalled that a non-disabled person was appointed instead of a disabled person to head its establishment, despite capable disabled people applying and being shortlisted. Some have said that now that the decision has been made, let's just move on and focus on the chief executive's role. I like to think that the amazing response that this rally today has received will send yet another strong signal that only a disabled person will do for that role. But what is happening every working day right now is crucial. I know this as someone who has built organizations from scratch. Right now, critical structural decisions are being taken that will have an impact on processes, systems, culture, and accessibility. We have the chance to build something really special and new and truly transformational. After all that we've been through to get this ministry, we must not merely be observing and offering advice to the builder. Ultimately, to move into a building that may not be fit for purpose, we must have a disabled chief builder. We must not let this go. Part of our history and culture is also that some of us feel very vulnerable. Sometimes we've been treated by government entities in a way that makes us feel that we must remember our place, that if we don't toe the line, we'll be punished. Now, because of my IT background, I've been looking after all the IT systems for Disabled Leadership Now. So I've seen the registrations coming in, and I've seen comments from many people like, "Please don't disclose my name. I don't want there to be consequences for me." I don't blame anyone for feeling that way. I get it, but it breaks my heart. It's a sign that many disabled people are nervous about exercising the rights and responsibilities of citizenship to peaceably participate in our democracy without reprisals. Many disabled people have a hard time trusting government, and I'm not just talking about this government, I'm talking about any government. But the announcement of a new ministry offered that glimmer of hope so many have been waiting for. To then appoint a non-disabled person to lead the establishment of the new ministry feels like yet another breach of trust, another betrayal, and that's one of the reasons why so many people have turned up today. We don't want a rearranging of the deck chairs. We don't just want a new name and a fancy new logo. I won't even notice you've changed the logo, believe me. So what do we want? We want real change. And when do we want it? We want disabled leadership now.